So the funny thing about the left is that at this point, they are not even pretending to hide their true intentions. So there is an op-ed from the New York Times that was just published this week. It is called, literally, "There is no real good reason why non-citizens shouldn't vote." So basically, they're making the argument in the New York Times of all places that you should not need to be a citizen in order to vote in our elections. And this sounds crazy and this sounds far-fetched, but there's already stuff like this going on right now. We know that in local elections in states like California, people don't need to be citizens to vote. And so now they would like for the requirement to be an American citizen in order to vote and to hold elected office, they would like that to be dropped pretty much no matter what, right? And so this is what the left does. And the very interesting thing, the tactic here is this. When the left floats an idea like this through the pages of the New York Times, what they want to do is they want to start floating that idea out there. And so at first people are going to say, oh, this is crazy, this could never happen. So mainstream Democrats would distance themselves from it. But then it starts catching traction among very far left and progressive Democrats. So then these people start advocating for that. I guarantee you that we will see the very far left progressive wing of the Democrat Party start pushing for this stuff within the next couple of years. And then as soon as they push for it and they make it become more acceptable, the brain dead morons on Twitter say, well, why not? Why shouldn't we allow illegal immigrants and non-citizens to vote? And then all of a sudden, in the better part of a decade, you are racist when you speak up against this. That is how this stuff works, folks. And it's no mistake that this argument has started in the pages of the New York Times. Now, what would that do to this country? Of course, it would make being an American and being an American citizen absolutely meaningless. But you have to understand, this is what the left wants. There is a reason that, as of right now, they are importing tens of thousands of illegal immigrants over the border every single week because eventually they want these people to be here. They want for there not to be anything that we can do with them, so then they can start making the argument, either one or two arguments. One, that these people should be American citizens no matter what, no matter whether they broke the laws to come here, they should become citizens, or we should let them vote in our elections no matter what their citizenship status is. So wake up, folks. This is what the left is doing. When an article like this makes its way into the New York Times, it is not a mistake. This is what they want. This is what they're trying to push. And mark my words, because I know how this works and I know how the left works. In about a decade, this is going to be a mainstream conversation that comes from the left. And like I said before, you will be racist, quote unquote, called a racist, if you stand up against it. So the only way that we can make sure that ideas like this never become mainstream is to call them out and stop them dead in their tracks right now.